We remember the Stevensons even as we are in this place, and thank for that gift that they gave us that ignited that. But we want to continue to go forward in a celebration. Just hope y'all can be comfortable where you are. There's a master storyteller in this church. And his name's James Warren. And I've asked James to come up and just very briefly share our story. Thank you, James.
Thank you, Bill. A few years ago, our church was facing quite a dilemma. It was a dilemma that any church would love to have. We had more active members than our facilities could handle. A committee was formed to find a solution. Should we build at the Stevenson property, maybe acquire an adjoining residence and turn it into classrooms? Should we build behind the church offices where the garden is? The answer came from a surprising source. Our good neighbor, Southeastern Baptist Theological Seminary, said they would donate the land if we would put up the building and share with them. The deal was on. We procured an architect, drew up the plans, and the church approved them. Then the big decision. For the plans that we had approved called for a building that would cost over $3 million. Do we really take all of our savings, borrow a couple million more, just to put up a facility to make us comfortable? Do we really spend $3 million on a building that is vacant much of the day? Our church had faced a similar decision a century before. The college had said, here's an acre of land if you will put up a building. The church wisely decided to build, to create the beautiful sanctuary that we still enjoy 100 years later. And we wisely decided to build, to create the classrooms, the fellowship hall, the youth center that our church and our community will enjoy for generations to come. This was the first part, the easy part. For if we had left this building to those that come after us, along with the multi-million-dollar debt, we would have done them no favor. We would have left them with a burden that would have hampered church ministry for years to come. Beyond the walls, over and beyond the walls, were a tremendous success. They showed the love and compassion that we have for our church, our confidence in each other, our faith in God, so that today we celebrate. Today we say to others that come after us, take this gift, take this facility that we built and we paid for. Use it wisely. Use it to continue and to expand the ministry of Wake Forest Baptist Church, so that we remain, as we have been since 1835, a beacon of Christianity to our families, our community, and to the world.
Amen. So that first campaign 5 years ago that we inaugurated on this day, the Sunday before Thanksgiving, was called Beyond the Walls. Holly Hicks, we had asked a lot of people for a name, and Holly Hicks came up with the name Beyond the Walls. And we immediately felt this is something that signified what God was wanting to do here, that we were building in these walls only so that we could have a facilitator for ministry to go beyond the walls to this community. That initial campaign had the audacious goal of $2.5 million. Something beyond anything this church had ever thought possible. And the visionary leaders of that campaign were George and Joanne Braswell, and also the Mitch and Ann Packett. And George Braswell and Dr. Braswell will come now and lead us in a litany of celebration. The words will be up on the screen. George, we thank you for your leadership and for leading us now. Yes.
Let's have our responsive reading together, please. This is the day the Lord has made. We rejoice and give thanks in it. For a calling and belief in the future of our church. We praise you, O God. For the divine surprise and gift given by Southeastern Seminary. We marvel and praise you, O God. For the sacrificial giving of so many. For sacred space that is holy ground and that allows even greater opportunity for ministry. We praise you, O God. For classrooms, a fellowship hall, a youth center. We praise you, O God. For this day of celebration and victory that promises an even greater tomorrow. We praise you, O God. God brings to completion all his good works. All things become possible with the Lord's help. We dedicate ourselves to go beyond the walls with renewed passion. Our help is in the name of the Lord who made heaven and earth. People of God, family of Wake Forest Baptist Church, our prayers have been heard, our dreams turned into mighty deeds, our offerings accepted and multiplied, God's vision lived out. We are blessed to be a blessing, and we are debt-free.
How many of you have ever seen and been a part of a note burning, an actual note burning? It's kind of an old-fashioned thing. But it's a wonderful symbolic thing that God's lighting on fire the Spirit that is His. And so we've had two major construction projects. This building that we are now in and also the state-of-the-art youth center. Some of us just can't imagine the difference and go back and remember how things were. It's such dramatically different. And so we actually are going to burn the note. I have a copy of it from Fidelity Bank. I won't read the whole thing, but it says the key line, the debt or other obligation in the amount of $2 million secured by the deed of trust executed by Wake Forest Baptist Church, recorded in what would have been September 12, 2014. This was the second note we had. But anyway, it was satisfied on September 7, 2018. It's satisfied, and we are satisfied. And so we wanted to have Shirley Wooten, our oldest member, to come and light one note, a copy, and Rachel Leonard, who represents the very best of our youth who come home from Elon, to hold the other note representing this building and representing the youth center. You'll come up and we're going to light it up here. And I want to give you the cue. When they drop it in the clay pot, you should applaud to the glory of God. You should do that. So, okay. All right. To the glory of God.
To God be the glory, great things he has done. Let's lift our voices in praise.